and I'll be back in 30 seconds. Hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? I have to say that I have the honor and extreme pleasure of introducing you to a very special guest, but I have to preface this show with sort of an announcement and an apology. Announcement. My phone is still on, in case I get a phone call. Apology, because I am awaiting another guest, another very special guest who's having troubles, internet problems, which are unpredictable, unforeseeable, and inexplicable. But we'll give her a chance. Joanne, if you're viewing this, just keep trying to log on and just keep trying your best. And I could still add you to the live stream. And these are the joys of streaming live, just internet issues. The other announcement, Lisa, I'll be with you in a second, is that my doorbell may ring. Why? This is the holiday season and packages do arrive. So I am awaiting a package. I see somebody's here as a guest. Let me see which one. Hang on.
Hi,
Steve. We can't hear you. We have no audio on you. I don't know what the issue is. Want to come back again?
Now try it.
Steve. Lisa, Steve, Lisa.
Hi, nice to meet you finally. So now we can put,
But unfortunately,
Hi,
Joanne can't seem to come on.
Nice to finally meet you.
You too, yeah. Oh, so you're having trouble with Joanne. Oh, okay.
Joanne is having either internet connectivity issue, but you know what? Worst case scenario is that we'll have Joanne on another broadcast. I'm sorry if you see me kind of like halfway in the image. I'm sorry. How's everybody doing today? I hope that everybody's doing well. Lisa, how do you know us in the first place?
I actually met you on YouTube to another YouTuber, and we just connected probably a little over a year ago.
Okay, so basically,
and it's gone from there since.
Yes. So basically, today's show is about friends, and Lisa Miller and I are newbie friends, but nonetheless great friends. And we met through this wonderful platform, YouTube. And, sometimes you don't think people are paying attention to the stuff that you do, but that is not true. People pay attention to the stuff that you do. And Lisa, it just never ceases to amaze me of how much attention that you have paid to some of the things that I don't even pay attention to. I want to thank you for that. Lisa is a crafting person. Steve, I am not a crafting person. I mean, you and I think we have the gift of gab, right, Steve?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I got paid for as much as I talk, yet I've been told I'm an introvert. Well, I'm not going to say that I am or I'm not, but if I got paid for as much as I spoke, I would be financially stable at the moment.
I hear you. Lisa, so how did it start for you, if you'd be so kind, your love affair of crafting? How and when? Were you younger, or were you just recently, or how long have you been doing this?
I've been crocheting since I was 8 years old, so we're talking 49 years.
Oh, wow.
Well, first of all, you don't look old
lovely
enough.
Lady right here, my grandma.
Oh, beautiful. Very
And
nice.
this is a quilted wall hanging that I made from her dresses after
Isn't
she
that
passed
awesome?
away.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Oh, wait a minute. What an idea is
And
that? That is so cool.
that's my grandma.
Oh, she's so sweet.
She taught me.
Grandma left her legacy behind there. That is so cool. I love that.
That's what I really enjoy about
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I hope I don't lose
I
us
made
here.
8 of them exactly like that. 7 of them for her children that are alive, and then 1 for myself.
Oh, wow.
That's very, very nice. Excuse me, Joanne, if you're viewing this, at least let me know in the comment section that you are viewing, okay? We feel so terrible about Joanne not being here. Joanne, I've known Joanne since like 1979. We had a lot of history and a lot of stories to talk about. So tell me what other stuff that you have done. Some of your stuff has appeared on past shows. Where is she? We're losing her. We lost the connection of Lisa. This is a bad internet day. It just is. Okay, so we'll wait for that. In the meantime, we have some people waiting here. Good morning, Sharon. How are you? And Steve, thanks for coming back. You still there, Steve?
Well, I am back, but I'm going to probably have to leave in about 5 minutes.
Oh, looks like I'm going to be soloing it today. That's totally fine.
No.
I don't understand what's going on with this internet.
Well, no.
Okay, so Walt says you just popped in to wish Christmas 2020 greetings. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for saying my last name. I appreciate that. Sharon. Anyway, sorry you couldn't, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Walt.
Well, Merry Christmas back at him, too, even though.
Did you ever have a day that's just like, it started off great. Okay, let's see. But Lisa knows how to get back on. So now it's just, okay, I see Lisa, but I don't see Lisa.
Right. It starts out good, and then it turns to sugar honey iced tea, you mean?
Yeah, that was this.
Here we go.
Let's see what happens. You're there. You're back, Lisa. Yay!
Yeah. It's pretty easy to navigate. She did what I did a couple times when I'd had to leave and come back.
I think in Joanne's case, it's unfortunately connectivity issues.
Yeah.
Because even I'm having an issue here, and it's just.
That's what I'm thinking.
So anyway. So, okay, so you had mentioned to me, Lisa, that you had crocheted like 50. She's out again. I don't know if I want to laugh or cry, honestly. I really don't. Anyway,
Maybe.
Lisa had crocheted like 50 caps. I can't even think of crocheting one. I am not a crafter. It is not something that I could do very well at all whatsoever. I am a speaker. I have the gift of gab. And something, this will be a perfect opportunity for me to discuss once again as far as the drive that I'm trying to promote people to be more proactive in helping out with food pantries and in other charities like Habitat for Humanity and St. Jude's. Now, I know a lot of people want to give, but they don't have like mega bucks to do that. So I've created I created an opportunity where people would consider donating $2 and they're doing their part. It's just a matter of getting a bunch of people doing $2 instead of one person doing a lot, because at this time that's kind of questionable. So basically, and here we go again, we're going to try to get her on the live stream again. You know what, Steve? I think I need a new job. Let me see.
Now, I may have to step off. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't want to feel like a cold fish here and not be a part of this. So that's why I came back. So. Okay. Okay. So hopefully.
We will get through this show, right, Lisa? Can you hear me? Can you
Yes.
hear me, Lisa? Yes. Okay. There seems to be there's an extra
I
lag.
can hear you,
I'm-
Jan.
Okay, speak really fast because with the rate we're going, it's just not going to work out. I was just wondering, you had crocheted like 50 caps. Am I correct? Was that for a school thing or what? Ah, out of all the shows I've ever done, this was not the show that I really would have wanted to happen like this. I can't keep doing this. I just can't. I'm not going to bother the folks with this. This is too annoying for the viewers.
I have to
I'm not
share
gonna do it.
something with you. You'll probably get a
Well,
lot.
at least we're laughing.
Listen, you might get a lot of views on this because it's
I
very.
don't want a lot of views on junk. I'm sorry. I'm a perfectionist.
No,
when it comes to
wait a minute. That's my. Okay, here we go again. She's trying.
Yeah, but this is the last time because I'm not doing this to the guests, to the viewers. I'm not doing it. Okay. I have no idea what is going on today. But anyway, I just want to personally apologize to the viewers because this show is so not meant to be like this.
No, it
But
wasn't.
it just goes to show that this is what happens live. Hey, Steve, do you think that people have this misconception about like people that work, let's say platforms like such as this, that everything's so easy and seamless and totally unplanned for? Do you think that some people might have a misconception about this kind of thing? I mean, I feel that way. I think they do.
I feel that way too. I mean, in this case, because you and I have done it so much, and now Lisa knows how to get back on. I mean, it's as simple as a couple of clicks. You click on the link, and then you click on, you go into where you test your mic and you tap on enter broadcast, and that brings you back down to the bottom and you get pulled up, and that's pretty much it. So it's not that difficult. Everybody.
Exactly. Hey, listen, I do have a golden opportunity to mention that tomorrow I got a really, really cool show coming up with Debbie from the How Debbie Saves channel. She's coming back. And Steve and I and Debbie, we're going to discuss for anyone that is going through a low income situation right now. We don't believe that people will be low income forever. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. But while we are in that, if we are in that, let's do what we can to just shop a little better, a little smarter, a little savvier. What says you about that? Good idea, Lisa?
Very good.
Yeah. Are you subscribed to the Debbie from the How Debbie Saves channel?
Not sure. I'll have to check that out.
Okay, double check and get there because Debbie is great. She has a plethora of knowledge about financials. She goes in depth and a lot of information. Like Steve, one of your strong points are credit card knowledge, and that's in addition. Debbie's really, really great with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you had some other crafts that you wanted to show. By the way, very, very sweet with your grandmother stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Knitted dishcloths.
Oh, I know someone who would appreciate that.
Dishcloth.
I know someone who
Maybe
would appreciate
Jan?
that.
A baby cuddle sack.
Baby cuddle sack? What is that?
I made some when my grandson was a baby. You put the baby in there and it's like a blanket and it just wraps around, no feet.
The embarrassing part of this, Lisa, is that it's been so many years. I mean, sorry, daughter of mine. She's over 41, so a little bit of a memory lapse about stuff like that. I don't think they had a baby cuddle sack type thing back in no.
My grandson's 8 now, and they just started coming out about then.
Okay.
Okay.
That's beautiful. How long does it take to make? Those are your hats, the 50 hats.
About an hour and a half. Yep, these are the hats I donate to the school.
Very, very kind.
Nice.
Very, very kind. Did you say it takes an hour and a half?
to make
That
the
would take
hat.
me 10 years and a half.
And preemie baby caps for
Oh,
my local
That's
NICU.
adorable.
Thank you.
Very, very cool. Very cool.
Thumbless mittens.
Beautiful.
Wow. I like the colors on that.
That's
Thank
really
you.
nice.
You're welcome.
The pocket shawl.
Oh, okay.
Another one.
Now explain about that pocket shawl. Now, we did enter that on one of my videos a few weeks back.
Yes.
What I mean, it keeps you warm, and the pockets, like you could put like what, your phone in and stuff like that.
Your phone, a remote, crochet hooks. I keep my hands, since I've lost all this weight, I'm cold all the time.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me, Lisa. I know this is a deviation from crafting, but since we have a couple minutes extra, since Joanne couldn't make it, would you mind sharing about your weight loss journey? Steve, get a listen to this. She just had recently, not long ago. What is the type of surgery that you have had?
I had a gastric bypass September 10th.
And how are you? And how are you feeling? You feeling well?
Much. I am walking anywhere between 2 miles to 5.9 miles in a day.
Oh, wow. That's
Wow.
good.
I could not have done that 3.5 months ago.
I want to say kudos to you for, making the decision. Yeah, the bravery, that kind. How about as far as eating goes? I mean, you feel any discomforts, or are you used to your new change of life like that?
I'm used to my new change. Thanksgiving was a tough one because, yes, I did overeat by a little bit. I know I can't have biscuits.
Oh, biscuits. And is it true that things like soda is completely out of the question?
I think you have to wait like 6 months before you have soda. Something about the air, the bubbles in the soda, the carbonation can fill your pocket. No straws.
Wow. Listen, like I said, I admire you for making a decision. But you know what, Steve and Lisa, I have a problem. I'm not talking weight. We all know I'm battling weight issues for years, but I do keep under 60 grams of carbs, and that seems to help. And I totally eliminated ice cream. That definitely helps. But this is a different issue. This has nothing to do with weight. We have a wonderful community of folks. And for example, let's say in the Kate Caden channel, for example, she calls her group the K Squad. And we need a name for our group of folks, for our community. I think we should pitch out some names and think about some names and maybe take a vote during the week. Who's in on taking a vote during the week? I definitely need to name our group something.
You do?
Yeah, we do. We have too many really, really nice people. And I just want to thank everyone for being here today. I'm sorry about all the technical issues, but while we're dealing with, well, actually, it wasn't on my end. It was outside end that we have no control over whatsoever. But Lisa, is there anything else that you want to add to, I mean, how much you enjoy crafting? Do you do it as a business or a side hustle?
A little bit of a side hustle. This year with the pandemic, it's been rough doing craft shows.
Yeah.
And I posted on like a couple of Facebook, word of mouth.
That's great. You know Patty from the Life of Patty channel, correct? You know, for
I'm
videos.
subscribed to her.
Oh, that's great. Because if anybody's into crafting, head on over to the Patty from the Life with Patty channel. It's Life with Patty, but she does a lot of crafting shows. She may do some budget type shows. She may do some cooking type shows, but definitely infiltrated into some of those shows are a lot of sprinkles of crafting shows. Again, Lisa, this is embarrassing. I had given out a crafting gift, and there was supposed to be one of those snowmen, but it ends up looking like a snowman penguin. And stop laughing, Walt Fector, because I know you, because I sent him one of those a couple of years back, but he still keeps it. But you know,
it came from your heart.
Exactly.
Yes, that's exactly it. From the heart. That's what matters.
Exactly. Anybody that's viewing this, are you into crafting or you make things from scratch? Let me know. Let us know. That'd be so kind of you to do that. But, you know, you're right. And it was fun doing it for people who don't know like what I'm talking about, basically there are some videos out there. We just create snowmen from socks, and it's inexpensive if you have socks, if you have rice. But I made mine with coffee. I didn't have rice. You know why? Because some people are afraid to work with rice because of, you know, maybe like issues. I was thinking of considerately of people that might have like ants or stuff like that. Not like ants and Uncle Ant, like ants the bug. So I don't know. I was afraid of doing the rice. Oh, wait a minute! I have a guest here. Hang on.
You might be able to find out the 4 that you were trying to find out.
Joanne, your camera is off though. Add to screen. Joanne.
There you go. Here's your answer. Hi. Okay,
Hi.
Joanne. Yay! God is good.
Yeah.
I know Joanne has a problem with volume from her computer.
Yeah.
That we even went through yesterday.
The audio. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the audio. I don't know what that could be, but it's so nice to see you. Hey, get a load of this, Steve. 4 of us on one screen.
This is what you were trying to accomplish the other day, remember?
Yes, and I am petrified of playing around with the layout after all we went through this morning. Okay, it is my extreme pleasure, and thank you, Joanne, for keep trying. I really appreciate it. My extreme pleasure to announce the presence of both Lisa Miller and both Joanne Ullman. Joanne, how many years do I know you?
What years?
Just since 1979.
That's-
Joanne, since your microphone is kind of like on the low side, I'll say some of the story, okay? Joanne and I met in the most unusual way. I had moved to an apartment in Queens, and all of a sudden I get a knock at the door. I just had my daughter a few months earlier. My husband and I moved into that building. All of a sudden I get a knock at the door, and I see this young lady standing there with Daisy Dukes, a cake in her hand, and an invisible dog leash that was shaking. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah. This was like a blow to me because, you know, this is like in Manhattan. We're not used to people being kind enough to knock on doors and bring cakes, not to mention invisible dogs. I loved it. Joanne, you were just so wonderful. You welcomed me so much, and you just made living there so much easier. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Do you know what I
Joanne has been crafting like a million years. Joanne, pick up in the air some of the stuff that you have done. Since we can't really hear you, at least show some of your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
That's nice. I like that.
That's beautiful.
It is. Yeah.
It's $5 put together.
I think she said it was from the Dollar Tree. She put the components together from Dollar Tree stuff. Correct, Joanne?
That's correct.
Wow.
That's gorgeous. So talented.
Changeable for months. January snowflakes, February hearts. So you can keep this decanter all year round. Just change the inside.
Joanne, do I detect a slight New York accent?
Oh yeah.
It's even twice as thick as mine. You should see us when we get together. Oh my gosh, Lisa. Oh my gosh, when we were hanging out over there, it was like, yeah, Joanne, let's hang out on the stoop. Yeah, Jan, let's get out there about 2 o'clock.
I love it.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it. Joanne, you got that Christmas wreath over there?
I do.
Let me see.
That
Oh.
is-
Ooh, how
Right?
beautiful.
Oh,
that's so gorgeous.
it is.
That is so gorgeous. I have to share a story. A mutual friend showed a picture of a Christmas wreath on one of my social media pages. They wanted to charge like over $100. It was a skimpy looking, not even attractive thing. Please show that again. This is gorgeous, Joanne. And this has lights in it.
Yeah. The blue is what I like. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. This is why I'm so glad you're here. I mean, your presence being here, but also showing the work you did. How many people out there do this kind of stuff? Let me see. Human in training. Thank you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I really love all of you.
Hey, everybody.
Human in training. Hey, everybody, just tuning in. Good. Adam, how are you? Good morning. Does everybody see the comments, by the way?
I do. Yeah,
You
I have.
do. How about
Some of
Lisa and
them.
Joanne? Yeah? Joanne,
I see
you
some
the
of
comments?
them.
All right. Well, yeah, I have to roll it through. How you doing, Adam? Adam is
Good
such a
morning.
loyal viewer. He was born in Poland, but he's broadcasting from Wales.
Wales. Yeah, that's in it. Yeah.
Congratulations. He's staying on your weight loss. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
Thank
congratulations.
you.
So true. Joanne, do you sell those wreaths? And I'm going to, I asked you too about that. You do a side hustle once in a while. Do you sell them?
If I get an orders, sure, I'll make them.
All right. So what Joanne said is that if somebody wanted to place an order for that, she would be there.
Oh, yes.
What else you got good over there, Joanne?
Well, I made these.
Coasters.
Oh, how nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You'll never see that in my hands unless somebody gave me one because I don't make those things.
And I worked
I
on
can just talk.
made these out of flower pots, the mini ones. These are the I don't know if you can see, these are the three kings.
Oh, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
They're
that's so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. You want, go ahead, keep going, Joanne. What else you got over there?
I got a snowman.
She's going to get a snowman. I love it. Joanne keeps a tree up for many, many months. And what she does, just not only for the Christmas decorations, she'll go on and like for Valentine's Day. Oh, look at the snowman.
That's
Wow.
Look at that
beautiful.
snowman. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I used 3 different.
That is beautiful. You girls are so talented. You ladies, so beautiful. Look at the arms. Joanne, where'd you get those arms?
They're twigs and they're little brooms from the dollar store.
They're actual twigs?
Yeah.
I'm never going to find twigs here in the city.
And you know what
I got to buy them. That's so cute.
I really like that.
Decorating on $1. I took ornaments and I put.
Joanne,
on an
I
ornament.
hear you, but I don't hear you. Question. Lisa's grandmother taught her how to crochet at age 8. Did your grandmother teach you how to do crafting?
My aunt taught me everything I knew about crocheting, and I went to college and I have an associate's degree in graphic.
Oh, she took courses in college. Wow.
Kind of, that kind of made everything come out, for my creativity.
Right. We're sorry about the audio. That's not on our end. That's something on the opposite end. But you got to see. I need one more look at that wreath. Am I in love with that wreath? Is that a hint? Just saying. I love those lights on that wreath.
Yeah.
It's so bright, Steve. It's so full and beautiful.
They're battery operated, and you could glue them on the back of the wreath.
That is
Battery
adorable.
operated.
Yeah.
That is so good. You know what, Joanne? You ought to sit down and figure out a price for that. That other thing that I saw was a skimpy little horrible thing. They wanted like near $100 for that. It was an insult to the buyer. I would never pay $100 for a thing. It looked worse than the Charlie Brown Christmas tree before they fixed it.
My favorite thing that I've done this year is I wanted to hang up ornaments on my window.
Oh, I got to share a story. When I was
want
living in the same building as Joanne, excuse me, Joanne. When I was living in the same building as Joanne, I couldn't wait for Joanne's phone calls because I knew it would involve food or tea or some decoration. So I get a call on Halloween. Janet, what are you doing? Nothing. Come down, have a cup of tea. I got to show you something. All right. Run downstairs. That was our tea. We used to hang out in each other's apartment. Lynn, if you're watching, Joanne's trying to reach you. Just saying. Lynn was with us too. Anyway, so I run downstairs. This was like not even, Steve, was on your birthday that year.
I'm a Halloween baby.
She was putting up her Christmas decorations, Lisa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm like, she says, sit down, have your tea. Help me decorate the tree. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Good memories, Joanne.
Oh, yeah. I have, I just moved into my own place, so I'm kind of making it my own, my little creativities around the house, and I made, out of a plain ornament, from a Cricut machine. I printed out Home Sweet Home, so I have Home Sweet Home ornaments all over my tree.
Home Sweet Home. Right, right.
Nice.
Oh, that is so amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, the memories. How many New Year's Eve parties was I at in your apartment? Remember? You used to wait. Richie and I used to go downstairs with my daughter to your apartment. You had a stack full of people. Then you guys would come back up, finish the other half of New Year's Eve in my apartment. And then maybe we went upstairs to Lynn's apartment. We had progressive parties. Who remembers progressive parties back in the 70s? Do you know what I'm talking about, Lisa, about that?
I do.
What did you do? Same thing?
Pretty much we would go to my parents' friend's house and hang out with a few people that were a little bit older than I was, their kids. And the adults would have their party out in the kitchen and we'd be in the living room.
Aw, that's so cute. Mm-hmm. Steve, I mean, you were like a very, you were a child when like progressive parties were the thing, like start off in one person's room or apartment or house. People walk down a block and switch houses. Who would have, let's say, the snack appetizer? Who would have the main course somewhere else? Who would have the dessert somewhere else? It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But we're doing things differently this year. We're doing things differently, but not necessarily bad, just different. And next week, we're going to talk about some games we could play on those like Zoom kind of calls, I have to mention, Joanne, is it okay if I mention your written project?
No problem.
Yes? Okay. I'll speak because your audio, unfortunately, come back another day when the audio is better, okay? Joanne is actually an author of a book, and it's basically a faith-based book, and she's working with like animals in the book, and they get to speak magically or whatever at a certain time of the year, but it has a religious meaning to it. And it is available. This is not a sponsored ad. I get nothing for saying this. I'm just saying that this is a fact of Joanne. You and Lisa are extremely talented people. Steve, you are talented like me with the gift of gab. God gave us the...
Yeah, true.
Does anybody have a question for any of us, or especially Lisa or Joanne? This is your opportunity to do it. Joanne, I want to thank you for pursuing to get on here. How did you end up on here? How did it work out? Through the Chrome?
I shut my computer off. I shut everything off. Then I redid my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
And I just rebooted the computer.
All right, that's good. Very cool. Let's see. So Lisa, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Lisa, do you like to bake? I forgot to ask you.
I love to bake.
Good. You know my address. Just kidding. No. Just kidding. Joanne bakes these amazing Greek cookies. That was another thing. Janet, what? Come down. Why? I just made Greek cookies. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, they were the most amazing. Do you know what a Greek cookie is? Anybody out there? Basically, it looks like an almond crescent. They melt like butter in your mouth, and they're made with, I think it's walnuts, correct, Joanne? Walnuts or almonds? Which one?
You could use either or. But
You could use either or, okay. I have to share a story about Greek cookies, Steve. When I was living on the Upper East years ago, there was this place. It began with letter O and ended with letter I. Anyway, make a long story short, they sold, this is 20 years ago, they sold your Greek cookies, very similar, but yours are better. It was something like $20 a pound. Lisa, I'm not even kidding you. $20. This is about 20 years ago. But I had such a hankering for Joanne's Greek cookies, but you were, I don't know where you were at that moment. Another thing Joanne loves to make is zucchini bread. That was another phone call. Janet, what? Guess what? I just baked a zucchini bread. You never saw feet fly down the steps as fast as mine. Joanne, it's all your fault. Steve, you wouldn't believe it. And another thing that Joanne makes very well, I noticed for a fact, rice pudding. I heard a gasp.
Oh,
The only reason why I say that is my brother-in-law has got a really good recipe, and I wish he would give it to me, but he won't. But rice pudding, if is absolutely the best, I think.
You know what, Steve? Thank you for saying
mhm.
what you just said about recipes. Since when is it a CIA, FBI, or whatever I you want to put at the end of the world, top secret thing with recipes? I might have mentioned this. I know I did mention this on a previous show.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Now, don't get me wrong. Unless you're branding something that's mass produced, you're in business. I get that. What's this, Adam? Creamy rice pudding, my favorite. Yeah. And that's what Joanne made. And the zucchini bread and the apple
Yeah.
bread and the Greek. So anyway, is it still on for you to share with us your Greek cookie recipe? Just share it to me on a text. And when I somehow magically try to edit this, well, put it on a future video. I'll put it on another video. Lisa, do you have a recipe that you would like to share? I could put both of your recipes on. If you have something that you don't mind sharing. Oh, good. So you don't feel like the FBI or the CIA is going to come after you if you share a recipe, right? The reason I'm so adamant about that, I have a specific reason.
I'm gonna
why
share
I get
Grandma's
curious.
recipe.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, you girls, you ladies. Let me see. Hey, Steve, if you have a recipe, you're more than welcome to share that. Creamy rice pudding. Guys, are you getting ready for Christmas? They want to know if he wants to know if you're getting ready for Christmas.
Just about done.
How about you, Joanne?
I made all mine this year.
Need a little more time?
Everything I made this year is handmade.
That's true, because anybody that's crafting is pretty much. How about you, Steve?
Well, right now, usually year to year, my sister, brother-in-law, nephews, and now that my oldest nephew got married earlier this year, they may or may not be coming down, depending, with the numbers, because I'm in Florida. So I have to keep it. She said if the numbers are staying up or they don't, she's just going to stay where she's at up near DC. And but right now I'm just basically treating it like another day. Although I am in the Christmas spirit, I'm also treating it like another day at the same time. So I'm trying to stay in the middle with it.
Excuse me 1 second, guys. Hi, Granny Prepper. Anybody want to say hello to the folks? Go right ahead.
Hi,
Hey, Granny Prepper. How are you, Adam? There is no sign of winter here in Wales, yet such a mild weather. We're having it mild too. It's about 500 degrees by me right now. That's why I don't have coffee. I have water with me.
That's how it is here with us. Yeah, it's fairly mild.
It's warm by you
It's
too?
about 45 up here.
Nice. Granny Prepper, my friend took a peanut brittle and an eatable fruitcake to her grave. What? Oh, you mean the recipe?
Yeah.
Ah, see, that makes me sad because when families, when they share recipes together, it's like you're leaving behind a piece of the person. That's the way I look at it. And you can just pass the tradition along.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're in big business, share your recipes. Gosh. And so what if somebody makes money off of it that you love? No, I had an instant with someone years and years ago. Because there's this thing Italians love to eat called zeppoli. Zeppoli. Some people say zeppoli. You know what I'm saying, Steve, since Siciliano back there.
My mom.
Yeah. I just wanted this recipe. Oh, I says, all right, don't worry about it. So I found my own recipe. I did my own research, and actually it turned out I really liked it. But I'm like, what's the big deal?
Exactly.
The person is long gone, but I thought the person was inappropriate. That didn't mean I didn't love the person. In that instant, I think that person was inappropriate. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Granny says, Steve, what is the name of your channel?
If I may, all right. My full name, capital STEVE, capital YOUNG, and then PINE, lowercase. to find my
So
channel.
is it all one word, Steve, or is
It
it
is.
Steve space
No.
and that?
No, all one thing all together.
Oh, that's important. That's good to know.
Yeah, when you go
Yeah,
to
Steve has a channel. By the way, this is something I rarely do. Please consider clicking like, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. I tend to forget to say it,
yeah.
which is not smart. I have to do a call to action. How long am I doing this thing? 2.5 years? All right. Any plans for Christmas and New Year's? I'll tell you my plans, if I may. For you, it's what are you working? For me, nothing exciting. You'll be working. Okay. Well, Adam, Steve, and I are in the deciding stage. Steve and I may go live on Christmas Day with a Christmas trivia show. Remember how we did it for Thanksgiving? We're considering it for Christmas. We didn't make definite plans yet.
Nice.
Also, there is a huge possibility, Adam, of a lockdown, another lockdown straight after Christmas. Yeah, well, that's why we all got to hunker down together. We all need to be patient with each other. Right, Joanne? What says you? You meeting with your group of crafters, or you can't? We can meet virtually. Joanne meets with fellow crafters.
I'm going to meet with my mom on Christmas.
Yeah, I don't mean Christmas, Joanne. I mean in general in the next few weeks.
I meet once a month with a group of ladies, and I teach a craft. Next month we're going to make the decanter with the.
Okay, no, the audio is low. I think Joanne is saying that you teach craft, correct?
I do.
Cool.
January we're going to get together and we're going to make the decanter with the glass with the deer. But I'll let
Joanne, I love your Jersey accent, even though it's New York.
You know, Janet, I have to say, when I watched your show the other night, I was inspired by Deborah. You remember Deborah was talking about how to food shop?
I didn't hear that last part, Joanne. What is it?
Do you remember when Deborah was on your show and she talked about how to...
Oh, wait, Deborah. Debbie,
Yes,
listen to this.
I was very inspired by her.
Debbie, Joanne said this to me on her own accord yesterday when we were meeting on video chat, private chat. Debbie from the How Debbie Saves channel inspires Joanne to organize what? To organize your freezer or your fridge or both? Or your pantry?
Both. The pantry, the freezer, the refrigerator, and my...
Pantry, freezer, refrigerator. And you subscribe to her channel, right, Joanne? You subscribe. Good, good. Everybody who didn't subscribe to the How Debbie Saves channel is missing out. If you have a refrigerator, right? If you have a refrigerator, a freezer, or a pantry, or an appetite, or a budget, I strongly suggest that you get over to the How Debbie Saves channel. Not because I love Debbie. I do. She's a great gal. But she sure knows her stuff. She does. Just saying, just saying. Okay, Adam. Huge possibility. Well, I know. What could we do? We just got to roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? Okay, does anybody have any questions for Joanne or for Lisa or for Steve or even for me? Because we're going to end it here. Please come back tomorrow at 11:15. Guess what, Joanne? You want to know who's coming on tomorrow? Debbie from the How Debbie Saves channel. She'll be back tomorrow. So please, anybody has questions for Debbie? Have them ready. We're doing a Q&A with Debbie. The specific reason we're getting together is to talk about low income or fixed income shopping, grocery shopping. Steve will be here too. Yes. Steve, if you can make it, that's great.
Oh, I don't see, at this point, I see no problem as to why I can't.
All right, good. Everyone's going to offer each other tips. Lisa, do you have any tips for anybody who's interested in crafting, but they're afraid to try?
YouTube.
Are you still considering YouTube? Yeah.
I am still considering YouTube. I'm thinking after the first of the year, trying to do some of my crafts.
I think you should.
I've learned a lot.
Need your stuff. I do. I remember that Lisa was mentioning to me that you were considering doing some sort of a teachable thing once in a while of crochet even, right?
Yes.
Are you still considering that? That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Adam, I shall see you tomorrow. Have a great evening, Adam. Thanks for stopping by. You know, we really appreciate everybody. Thank you, Granny Prepper. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon, I'll call you this afternoon in video chat if you're available at 2 o'clock.
Hi, everybody.
And okay, and I'll talk to Walt for a couple of minutes later. By the way, up the Cool Plug. Hey guys, how are you, Cool Plug? How you doing? Oh, look at all the hearts and kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. From all of us, officially to you guys, hugs and kisses from all of us.
All of you.
We love you. We love you. You know, I have to say something before we close the show. That both Steve and I, I'm sure my fellow guests agree, we really appreciate all the time everyone takes to make these shows possible. Because to me, it's not just a show, it's a community. And that's why we need to name our community something. I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to come up with a few suggestions next week, and then we'll take a vote. Maybe that's the best way to do it. Kisses, love, and hugs. All right, everybody have a wonderful day. Listen, wait, Lisa, Joanne, do not leave this broadcast studio. When I say that, I tell the audience goodbye, you don't hang up or walk away, because I got to talk to you, okay? Just saying, saying. Don't leave. The Cool Plug. Wondering if you can offer your friend Arthur some advice. He's been addicted to alcohol for really, oh, wow. Wow. Well, the first thing I will do, of course, is pray for anyone that's going through any difficulties, ordeals, any problems at all whatsoever, because the power of prayer. Never dismiss the power of prayer. Right, Joanne?
Absolutely.
Right, Lisa?
Amen.
Amen. Because I know Joanne's a very active member of her church. I'm assuming Lisa is. And we do our thing in our own different ways. I don't give advice because I just can't give any advice. But I don't mind talking about saving money. But that's not advice. I'm a small potatoes kind of gal. So the best thing that I personally can do is offer some prayer for your friend. But thank you for caring about your friend. I think it's nice that you do. You know what you do? Google. Go on Google and find out like specific places that would be of help. Okay? And thanks for tuning in, by the way. I don't remember your name here, Cool Plug. Maybe you were here once before, I think. I see a lot of names, so forgive me if I don't remember every name. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to close the show. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by. Joanne, I'm sorry you had technical difficulties. Lisa, thank you for showing. Did you show everything you wanted to show us, your crafting? Or did we skip out on any of your good stuff?
I did.
I want to thank your grandmother for teaching you. Good. Your grandma's work was beautiful, and what you did was wonderful, taking bits and pieces of important stuff and putting it together. So, no, thank you, Cool Plug. Thank you, everybody, for viewing. We really do appreciate whose time? Your time. I'm going to come back tomorrow with Debbie from the How Debbie Saves channel. Girls, don't go away. Steve, you can stick around unless you have to run. You know, you hang out with us, whatever you want to do. You're more than welcome to stay. All right, just going to say goodbye, everybody. Have a great day.
Great day.